Hi there, and welcome to Writing Tip Wednesday. My name is Vanessa, and each Wednesday I'll be sharing tips and ideas to help you become a better writer. Feel free to check out our previous episodes and be sure to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Here is today's tip. Use your imagination to create well-developed characters. Characters are the people in a story. Most fictional stories have one or two main characters along with other supporting characters. Each character has a unique role in the story and a unique personality. As the author, you can use your imagination to make your characters anyone you want them to be. When creating a character for your story, you'll want to take time to think about who they are, so you can describe them in detail, their appearance, their personality, their interests, making them realistic so readers can get to know them and picture the characters as they read. We call this process character development. Let me introduce you to Jackson and JT Beecraft. They are the main characters from a chapter book series that I've written called the Beecraft Brothers. Jackson and JT are brothers, and both have brown hair. Jackson is 9 years old, and JT is 7 years old. His full name is John Thomas. The boys live in the small town of Boscobel, Wisconsin. The brothers are homeschooled, and they love to play baseball. They also love to collect things. Rocks, autographs, ticket stubs, postcards, you name it, they collect it. Jackson's favorite food is cheeseburgers, and JT loves to eat just about anything, and they can both often be found chewing bubblegum. Jackson is the all-star pitcher for his baseball team, but he's not fearless. He is scared of some things, like airplane rides and spiders. JT is always trying to keep up with his older brother, and whenever Jackson says something is awesome, JT chimes in with his catchphrase, double awesome. Jackson and JT's dad, Will Beecraft, is a history professor at the local college. His work often takes him on travels throughout the country, and Jackson and JT join him on his journeys. They love exploring new places and finding new items to add to their collections. Their goal is to visit all 50 states. Professor Beecraft started a blog all about collecting, and Jackson and JT help their dad write articles for the site and call themselves junior bloggers. Jackson and JT have two cousins, Meredith and Madeline Summerfield, who live in North Carolina, and who are the main characters in another of my chapter book series titled The Summerfield Sisters. These details about Jackson and JT Beecraft are revealed throughout my books and woven into the stories so readers can get to know the characters along the way. When telling readers about your characters, you can be creative and weave the details into your story. You don't have to just simply list the facts about your character. You can make it more interesting and let your readers get to know your characters as you tell the story. Listen to the following two paragraphs. Both paragraphs give a description and introduce readers to a new character named Miles. But let's compare them and decide which one is more interesting to read. Paragraph 1. Miles is a new student in my class at school. We are in 3rd grade and in Miss Tyler's class. Miles has brown hair and wears glasses. His favorite color is green. He likes to eat candy bars and collect baseball cards. He is kind of shy and nervous about starting at a new school. Paragraph 2. Thump. I turned around to see a brown-haired boy who had tripped and fallen to the ground outside our 3rd grade classroom. He was scrambling to pick up candy bar wrappers that had fallen out of his green backpack. This must be the new student Miss Tyler told us about, I thought. I knelt to the ground and helped him gather up a stack of scattered baseball cards. Hi, you must be Miles, I said. He gave a shy smile, stood up, and pushed up his glasses. Yes, he said, smoothing his green shirt. Thanks for your help. Both paragraphs give a description and tell readers about who Miles is. But which one is more interesting to read? Probably the second one. The first paragraph is simply a list of facts about Miles, while the second one is a scene from a story that introduces the character. As you write, you can weave the facts and details about your characters into your story. Thinking through these details ahead of time and getting to know your character will help you create descriptive scenes that are interesting for readers. It's helpful to write your characteristics down so you can be consistent as you continue to develop your character, especially if it's a recurring character that will show up in more than one story or book. Here are some things you might want to consider as you create characters and get to know them. What is your character's full name? Are they human? What do they look like? What color is their hair, skin, or eyes? Do they wear glasses? What type of personality do they have? How old are they? Where do they live? Who do they live with? Who's in their family? Do they have brothers or sisters? Do they have any pets? Who is their best friend? Where do they go to school? What is their favorite subject? Do they have a job? What do they want to be when they grow up? Do they have any special abilities? What do they like to do? Do they have hobbies or play any sports? What kind of music do they like? What do they like to read or watch on TV? What type of clothes do they wear? What are their favorite foods? Favorite colors? Favorite toy? What do they not like? What is their biggest hope or dream? What is their biggest fear? Who is their hero or role model? What do they believe? What do they wonder about? Do they have a special catchphrase that they often say? These are some of the questions you'll want to ask yourself as you take time to think through and imagine who your character will be. It's okay if you don't have all of these questions answered right away. In fact, you as the author will probably find yourself getting to know your characters better as you write about them. As you get to know your character and incorporate these details into your story, you help readers get to know your characters as well and relate to them, making your character become more realistic in their eyes. The best way to become a better writer is to keep writing every day, so grab a journal and be creative. If you'd like a writing challenge, here's today's story starter idea. This morning, I awoke to a low rumbling sound. I looked out my window and saw a large yellow moving van pulling into the driveway across the street. The motor stopped, and I saw a child hop down from the passenger side. Now, how would you continue this story? Have some fun developing this new neighbor character. What is their name? What do they look like? What is their personality? Where did they move from? What do they like to do? You might give your readers clues by describing objects that are being taken into the house. For example, if you see a dog bed being moved in, you can assume they have a pet. Maybe you can tell where the family moved from by the license plate on the back of their car. If you go across the street and introduce yourself, you can add more details into the story, like the character's name, their personality, and a description of what they look like up close. Then what will happen next? Will you play together? Will you start going to the same school? Will you become best friends? You can further develop this story and this new character as far as you like. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Writing Tip Wednesday. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. And if you're interested in a fun new read, check out the picture books and chapter books we have available for sale, including the Beecraft Brothers and the Summerfield Sisters. The link is in the description below. I'll see you next time. Bye!